Hey guys, Thunderset here, showing you a mix of two decks, a mix of Light and Dark. We're mixing Red Eyes and Buster Blader. It's a pretty obvious deck. Slash Dragon wants you to mix with a bunch of warriors anyway, so why not Buster Blader? Why not our Buster Blader Dragon Destroyer? So dragons are all over the meta. That means Buster Blader is as strong as ever. It's always been a strong deck. So how are we mixing it? We're using Red Eyes Fusion as another base for spamming Slash Dragon instead of just Destruction Fusions. And this is where the mix mostly takes off, is the level 1 dragons. So we have level 1 Dark Dragons, level 1 Light Dragons. So we get to choose between our Whelp, our Metal Dragon, or our Black Stone. They all have very dynamic effects. They get stuff on the field, they search for us, they're doing a lot. So we get to pick and choose when we want. Then on top of that, just 3 Buster Blader, 3 Red Eyes, 3 DNA Surgery, and all the fusion cards we need. Very simple, very straightforward deck. Spams all our monsters. You want 3 Slash Dragons, 3 Dragon Destroyers. If you have less than 3 of either, that's perfectly fine. Just run it like that. Very cool stuff, guys. It's not that new. It's mostly like Buster Blader, but this Red Eyes version does have a surprising amount of depth. You can open with plays. You'll see in the replays where I just bring out a Red Eyes and put a Metal Dragon on them. It's something simple like that you can just do where you have so many options. So it's really cool. I've always loved Buster Blader. I like this deck a lot too because I like Red Eyes, so I hope you guys enjoy the replays. It's obviously a competitive deck. I don't know if I want to waste the month getting it to games. It totally could, no problem. Maybe if I have to or something, but other than that, it's totally worthy. Dragons are everywhere in the meta, so Buster Blader's, you know, you gotta use it. It's great. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks a lot. So here I think we're fighting another Yubel player. I can't believe people still play Yubel. Like, if you want to play a Yubel deck, just add Power of the Guardians to your deck, and it's almost the same thing as having a Yubel deck. They just need monster destruction apart from it. But, here, as you can see, we have our Black Dragon. That's perfectly fine. We're going to Red Eyes Fusion into a Slash Dragon. His effect will be perfectly live thanks to the Metal Dragon. He's bricked. He has a Nephthys. We have 1 DNA Surgery and 1 Destruction Swordsman. Now he has the Yaksha. Brings out the Yubel. Buster Blader has plenty of ways around a Yubel deck. But the most important one being just taking over the monster. So here he's using another Nephthys monster to destroy a Phoenix. Destroys all our monsters with this. That triggers our Slash Dragon effect and our Black Metal effect. Black Metal lets us search for another fusion. Then Red Eye Slash Dragon summons what was equipped to him. Here we summon our Buster Whelp. Get to use his effect to bring a Buster Blader out of the graveyard after searching. Use DNA Surgery. Now we use the Own Yubel as our fusion material. Sit there and we're good. He has to bring out a Phoenix. It does not get to destroy our DNA Surgery. He tries to Ritual Summon for another Cerulean Phoenix. That does nothing. It's also sitting there. We Red Eyes Fusion just for enough lethal. Swing on him with the Destroyer. Finish him with the Slash Dragon. And that's how you overcome Yubel, guys. Nice and easy. Red Eyes and Buster Blader. So here we're playing instead of Kaiba. You always assume beatdown. Kaiba knows balance too, though. You rarely see it on Kaiba, but you never know. But we're gonna assume beatdown. It sucks we don't see our skins or anything here. As you can see, we don't have a Buster Blader, so there's no point in being a Buster Blader deck. We're gonna throw our Whelp away. We're going to search a Black Metal Dragon. We're going to use our Fusion. See, we don't have to be a Buster Blader deck if we don't want to. We'll be a Red Eyes. Use our Black Metal to make our effect immediately live in case something targets us down there. We use a Buster Blader on us. He is a Blue Eyes, so we are his worst nightmare. He tries to Spirit of White. We negate the first one. He lets it go through. There's a delay. He didn't bring out his Blue Eyes because he wants to wait till he gets rid of all our stuff and he's able to get us with our 2800 monster instead of 3200. So here he uses Spirit of White again. This time he changed the effect to bring out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. One of the OG animations that we get, swooping down. It's gonna swing over our... Oh, we get our search, so we get another Red Eyes fusion, so we're not even worried about a Blue Eyes with beatdown. Swings over a Red Eyes / Dragon. Summon our Whelp. Whelp would bring out Buster Blader from the graveyard because he was sent to the graveyard with the Red Eyes fusion. Buster Blader, then we could have took his dragon, we could have made our own Destruction fusion, then we could have Red Eyes fusion, we could have won in a million different ways, guys. Blue Eyes decks don't stand a chance. Here we're playing a Mokuba. This is post changes, so you wouldn't think he's running Kybercore Bling, but I think he is still running Kybercore Bling. Here we have a mostly Red Eye start. He's on some meme stuff with Future Fusion and a 30 card deck. But here we use Blackstone, summon our Blackstone. We could have used a Buster Whelp, but we want to be aggressive, swinging for 3k immediately. Now we have Destruction Sword stuff to fall back on with DNA Surgery. He's trying to summon a 5-headed dragon. That would be a nightmare. He's some sort of crazy dragon deck. So I want to show you guys this, just to show you some, probably a gnarly replay. You know how strong Buster Blader is. I shouldn't have to prove how competitive a Buster Blader deck is. So this is just a more interesting replay. As you can see, he's up to 8,800. We're about to bring out a Buster Blader who himself is over 5,000 because this guy's just dumping dragons. And we finish it with the Red Eyes. So dragons are all over the place, guys, and they just can't. Buster Blader just shuts down a whole type of monster. It's nuts. Facing an Akiza. Lots of people are playing more DS now that the DS event is going on. The 5Ds. Or whatever, yeah. DS. Whatever. So here, Light and Dark. We're going full Red Eyes here. Since we don't really have anything, we didn't have a Buster Blader. We're going to use our Metal Dragon as a search. We don't want to just bring out a Red Eyes because we don't really have a follow-up. So we're going to get a search to get a fusion going. He gets a Neos fusion out with a set card. Destroys our Metal Dragon. That lets us search a Red Eyes fusion. That also lets him search another Neos fusion. So, you know, could have been a better start. We pull into another Destruction Swords fusion. So we're just getting mix and match. This is as bad as the deck really draws. But we swing in with our Slash Dragon. He lets us destroy that Brave Neos for some reason. Uses a second Neos through a Carrot Weight Champion away this time. Couldn't swing into us. We swing into him this time. He blows one. He has a second one to blow. Goes to defense. We're drawing all sorts of stuff we can't use. I get rid of that for really no reason, and I regret it later. So yeah. Swing into him. He has Ancient Gear Fortress now, so he has plant monsters, Neos, reactor dragons, all sorts of nonsense. Destroys us. Brings the fortress back. I guess he doesn't have a second reactor dragon in his deck, so he destroys our Destruction Sword. We bring out our own Destruction Swordsman from Red Eyes and Buster Blader. We have DNA Surgery. We use Stone to come back to our hand. Now, that would have been a great time to turn Stone into a Buster Whelp and summon a Buster Blader, but we already blew our skill, so here we're using DNA Surgery. So he's no threat to us whatsoever. Brings out some other weird dragon. He's trying to level Augment to get tuners going or something. I don't know why. Here we get a Buster Whelp anyway. Bring out the Buster Blader we wanted to bring out last turn. Bring out a Swordsman Fusion. We use... This is just a flex, really. We're using Blackstone of Legend to bring out a monster. We chain a Destruction Sword. Bring out another Swordsman and a Red Eyes. More than lethal. And there you go. Fast stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. So I think with this new way of running it, it's like really hard to run into a hand that gives you no plays, because you're always usually going to be able to bring a Slash Dragon, bring out a Red Eyes from the deck, bring out some sort of Buster Blader monster, all sorts of stuff. So here we have our Legend of White. We're going to bring out a Red Eyes, set our DNA Surgery, set a Destruction Sword. Pretty solid start. He sets one. We're going to bring out our Whelp now, throw our Stone back, bring out a Whelp, do our fusion for a Destruction Swords immediately. Now we use DNA Surgery. We can summon our Whelp, get our search, and bring out a Buster Blader once again. Very strong start, and look, oh, crash right into a treacherous trap hole. There go all our resources. We have nothing left. He's normal summoning Steel Sword monsters, got rid of our DNA surgery. What are we gonna do? All we draw into is another DNA surgery. So we activate this Black Stone of Legend from our grave that sends Red Eyes back, comes to our hand, light and dark, throw it out of our hand. We got a Whelp now. A Whelp's gonna turn into a Buster Blader. Now here, I get incredibly greedy and incredibly lucky. I had to wait after his draw until I was gonna use my fusion. He could have normal summoned a Moth, he could have done anything. I was hoping he'd bring out another monster, that's what he does. Switch to Dragon, steal his monster to make a Swordsman. Now we have something to swing at with our Swordsman. Another Legend of Eyes, we bring him out, bring out a Red Eyes to finish damage. It's a Shazank. His effect was negated. We had perfect lethal. Crazy stuff, guys. This deck is out there. Buster Blader's strong. You already know it's strong. Now it's just a whole new kind of consistent with Red Eyes Fusion. It's reacting to the meta because there's so many dragons out there. Keep running it, guys. Dust off Buster Blader. Bring him back out. He's still top dog all the time. Never left. Crazy stuff. Thanks for watching, guys.